Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt dissect the powerful opening scene of The Fall Guy. Let those of us who have seen David Leitch's The Fall Guy tell you that you're in for a treat if you haven't had the opportunity to do so. It's a joyful, action-packed adventure full of romance, comedy, and spicy margaritas, starring Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt as well as a star-studded ensemble that includes Academy Award nominee Stephanie Hsu and Aaron Taylor-Johnson. The film blends top-notch acting throughout. In an interview with Steve Weintraub of Collider, Blunt and Gosling discussed how they approached the demanding opening scene, which is astonishingly shot in a single take. The audience follows Gosling's stuntman character, Colt Seavers, as he makes his way from his trailer to the set, without giving away any plot details. He runs into Blunt's Jodie Morneau, his romantic interest, along the route, and they talk about getting some spicy margaritas after the shoot. After that, he gets caught up and performs his stunt at an incredible height, which Gosling claims he was not a fan of. Gosling remarks to Weintraub, "It's an amazing shot, and I totally got why it had to be this way, but it was challenging," as they converse about how tough it was to capture the scene in a single fluid and clean take, highlighting the significance of that opening scene, which entirely establishes and molds the film. The Fall Guy is a genuine tribute to the stunt performance, a subject that is dear to director Jordan Peele's heart because he himself began his career in the business as a fall guy. Gosling describes the scene in which the audience follows Colt on his walk to work as the family of a set, the dynamic. "I love my job the most. Among the world's most enjoyable jobs. David did a fantastic job of conveying that, in my opinion." Colt gets to the job at hand by riding an elevator to the top floor after he arrives. "That elevator also rose quickly," Blunt remarked, "that scared me a little bit," and Gosling said, "It goes up 12 stories. Finally, I couldn't disguise my fear of heights, so I put on sunglasses." Blunt says, "We were terrified for you," even though she and the rest of the crew were safely on the first floor. The two co-stars concurred that another terrifying moment from the scene featured Blunt saying, "Do you know which bit kills me?" while holding a piece of rope. Gosling acknowledges, "I didn't want to let go of the rope," to the statement, "It's when you're kind of holding on to the rope." Blunt remarked, "And then you let go, and you literally let go. I was like, oh God, that must have been awful." Like his main character, Gosling gave a thumbs up and stated, "And then I have to try and give in the end." Gosling not only survived, but he also delivered one of the most amazing and spot-on opening sequences we've seen in an action movie. Check out our comprehensive guide to learn everything there is to know about The Fall Guy before seeing the movie in theaters right now. Watch this space for Weintraub's complete Gosling and Blunt interview.